We have an absolutely monstrous giveaway here today on EMBN. Our friends over at Park Tools have given us one PK-4 toolbox to give away to one lucky viewer. Now this toolbox is absolutely amazing. It will transform any bike shed into a pro level bike shop. This thing is absolutely loaded with tools, 88 of them to be exact. Stick around to the end of the video to where you could be in with a chance of winning this amazing tool set. Right, let's dive inside this amazing toolbox then. Let's have a look inside, see what tools we can find. Undo these nice buckles, keeping it all secure. First up, a tool you definitely will be needing on your e-bike is this chain checker. It lets you know how worn out your chain is before it needs replacing. Got a ruler, that's for measuring things if you didn't know. Really handy to have when you're cutting your bars down, little things like that. You can measure your shock, sag, things like that as well. Torx keys for your Torx bolts on your bikes, levers, gear levers, you name it, that tool will do it. Got a cassette brush, cassette cleaner for getting all that grime out. One of the most important tools in here, the bottle opener, keeping yourself refreshed in the workshop. Also a big tape measure as well for measuring all sorts of things out, bar widths, you name it, tape measure. Bottom bracket tools, valve core removals for doing all your tubeless setups, really nice. This is the little bottom bracket tool for doing the lock ring on Shimano cranks. Makes it a lot easier than those little plastic tools you can get. Another bottom bracket tool there. Cable cutters for outer cables and inner cables. If you don't run a decent set of cable cutters, you're gonna be fraying all those cables super easy. Big range of cone spanners as well there for adjusting cones on all your bikes. From loads of different sizes there. This side of the box. Got these bad boys as well. No, they're not for cutting your grass, they're to hold onto the cassette instead of using a chain whip. Really useful tool those. Makes those workshop jobs a lot easier. Big 8mm Allen key for tightening those cranks, a lot of leverage. On that bad boy, we've got some more cone spanners as well, double-ended ones as well. Spoke keys as well, nice sizes for most common size nipples out there. Big pedal spanner. Big handle on there as well to undo the stubborn pedals. Comes in really useful. 3/8 socket drive. Got a chain tool on there as well. This is absolutely rammed. Adjustable spanner for if you can't actually find the right size spanner. I'm not suggesting you use that, but it does come in handy if you've lost a spanner or you simply cannot get onto it. We've got a chainring tab lock tool as well for locking the back of the chainring bolts, so stop them spinning whilst you're undoing them. Got a disc straightener for a bent disc if you're transporting your bike, or maybe you've had a crash, you can tweak the rotor back into line with that. It's real handy to stop that annoying brake rub. And we've got loads of tyre levers in there in different shapes and forms. We've got some metal ones as well for those real stubborn tyres, but they're plastic coated so they're not going to damage your rim. A nice lightweight set too, and more deeper section tyre levers, so you're going to get any tyres off of those. A couple of open-ended wrenches from 8mm to 11mm, really good for like those little brake olives, things like that. Right, second layer. Now that's pretty impressive already, but there's another layer to go. Cable cutters again, so you've got some snips as well, side cutter pliers. Really good again for all those little cuts and trimming zip ties down, you name it, those will cut it. Needle nose pliers for getting into those little gaps, or even little lock rings, circlips, you name it, those they will get on it. Scissors. I don't know, you might want to cut a pizza open in the workshop, get in there, get the wrapper open, they could come in super handy. Next up, this is a really smart tool, the derailleur hanger straightener. So basically this part threads in to where your derailleur actually goes, and you can tweak it out with a bar to make sure it's running nice and parallel to the cassette. A really good tool, that one. If your indexing isn't quite right, sometimes it can be a bent hanger if you crashed. Got some nice flat blade screwdrivers in here. These are really cool for adjusting mechs and things like that. One of the most important tools in your toolbox, a hammer. Putting your headset in, only kidding, you're not Sam Pilgrim. This is the proper deal. This has got a soft end on it and obviously a metal end for doing those other jobs that might require a little bit of persuasion, we like to call it. Chain bath, that becomes really important in winter riding as well on your e-bike to make sure you're cleaning and degreasing your chain, because you definitely need to be taking a lot of care of that. 3 different star Allen keys. You've got ranges on there for I think 2mm all the way up to a 6mm on there. These are really cool just to whip out and do those bolts up super fast. Dummy chain wheel as well, so when you're working on your drivetrain on your bike, instead of keeping the back wheel into it, you can actually take it out and run this. Your chain will sit on this. Just makes cleaning that drivetrain and working on the drivetrain a lot easier. Just clip that in and you're away. So you've got this socket and bit set. When you combine it with that 3/8 ratchet handle, you've got loads of options there for undoing loads of bolts too. That's really cool. Now this is a real cool setup for the home workshop. Now this obviously is going to mount on your wall. You've got all those big Allen keys on there from 2mm all the way up to 10mm for all those jobs that require a little bit of leverage, but you've also got the ball end on there as well. So for those hard to reach areas, you've got the ball end to get in there. Now we've got a few more tools left. A nice Phillips screwdriver as well for adjusting derailleurs, things like that. Pretty cool. And we've got this nice adjustable torque driver in here. Now this has got Allen keys from 3mm, 4mm, 5mm and a T25. So everything pretty much on your bike is going to be covered by this, just to tweak up those bolts to the recommended torque specifications. Nice. You've got a little dummy pedal in here as well. So if you're working on your bike, you've got no pedals on it, for instance, in the work stand, you can pretty much just thread this in, drive those cranks around. It's going to make those drive chain jobs a lot easier. So we've got a couple of tools left in the toolbox. Now this is pretty cool. This is an all-in-one cassette lock ring remover with a bar as well. So usually you're faffing around trying to find the tool, you try and find a spanner, but this is literally all-in-one, big heavy duty handle, a lot of leverage on there to undo the most stubborn of lock rings too. Lastly, my favorite tool. Now this is the quick link pliers. You can just make those quick links snap and they're undone. You're not there cursing, trying to bend them and snap them out with your hands. This will literally do it in 1 second. So I think you'll agree this is an absolutely amazing giveaway from our friends over at Park Tools. But if you guys want to be in with a chance of winning all this, you need to hit the link in the description down below, get involved, and it could be you transforming your shed into a pro level bike shop. Also going to be announcing the winners of that in an upcoming show, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. But if you want to stick around and check out another video, check out this one down here. Don't forget to hit the link in the middle of the screen to subscribe to EMBN. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments box down below which tool you would use on your e-bike.